Over the past year, as we have developed the Raider D podcast, so many of you have watched my videos and supported me with super chats, subscriptions, joining the membership, all of that. And it has been absolutely amazing seeing the growth of this podcast. But I have to be honest with you, after a year of doing this and with so many things happening in the world right now, and how dangerous the world has become over the past year, and so much tension going on within our own society, I have made a decision. And I know that this decision is going to be a bit controversial, and it's probably even going to cause some of you to unsubscribe. And I understand. But before you hit that unsubscribe button, I hope that you'll hear me out about this very important announcement that we're going to make here today. And that is, one of my loves is politics and society. It was one of my favorite subjects in college. And as a person who has gone through hell and seen the worst of humanity and survived it, I have a unique perspective on what's going on in the world today. And with that, I want to share some of those perspectives and keep all of us informed about what's going on in the world and what's going on in the United States. Because some things are definitely more important than football and sports in general. This doesn't mean that I will stop representing the Raiders here, but what it does mean is that the change that's going to come to the Raiders, and I've already dropped a taste of what we're going to be doing here at the Raider D podcast, is that we're going to be informing you about what's happening. Maybe you don't know about some things, or maybe you have heard them, but you haven't heard an independent, objective opinion and point of view on what's going on. And so we're going to be doing that. Let me just tell you a little bit quickly about who I am when it comes to the world of politics, because I don't want anybody to get misjudged here. Maybe you could say I'm kind of in the realm of a Joe Rogan-ish, where I just want to have interesting conversations with different points of view and give people a platform to share that. And that's kind of what the direction of this program is going to be. Personally, I am classified as an independent conservative. There are things about the Democratic Party that I like. There should be universal health care for all. I think that should be something that the government provides. Others do it. There's no reason why we can't do it. The only reason we don't do it is because of corporate interests keep us from doing it. However, I believe a man is a man and a woman is a woman. A husband is the head of the house and the woman is the queen of the house. I believe that a family unit is extraordinarily important in order to have a good society. When you start stripping the family away, you destroy the family. And when you destroy the family, you destroy the society. That's why we have so many problems right now. How many kids are addicted to dangerous drugs like fentanyl? It's because their parents are not involved in their lives enough. We need to get back to those core fundamentals. I hope that you will stick around, so we'll be addressing some of those things in the coming future. But I am a very conservative person when it comes to I want a small government, straight up. I don't think that there should be a national police. I don't think that the federal government should be dictating what schools teach or not teach. I think it's up to every state to be able to decide what they're going to teach their children based on parent school boards and elected officials locally teaching their local children. I'm also extraordinarily anti-racist, and it boils my blood anytime I see some idiot walking down the street with a Nazi flag in the United States, knowing that my great-grandfather fought against them and lost many brothers in arms fighting against Nazi Germany. And I am an ethnic German. My family's been here for 120 years or so now. So multiple generations, my great-great-grandfather came over here. I don't like it, and I'll stand against it here on the Raider D podcast. But I do want to give a voice to different opinions, and we'll be showing clips of different opinions about things, and I'll give you my opinion on it. But I also want to make sure that everybody understands that your comments, as long as they're respectful, will have a place on this platform, and I may even pull them up and read them. When I do lives, you'll have your opportunity to come on and give your opinion, again, We can keep it respectful, have a bit of decorum, like we used to have in this country, and we need to get back to it. There are a lot of great things about the United States, and there are a lot of bad things. And it's through conversations like this that we can address the bad things and strengthen the good things. And one of the great things about this country that I love so much is this is a country of immigrants. My forefathers, your forefathers, even Native Americans. We're all immigrants from somewhere else. Even Native Americans came from the ice bridge between Russia and Alaska, according to most historians. That's our strength here. And through conversation and dialogue, we can make America better than what it is. I'll bet you thought I was going to say make America great again. No, I'm not going to steal Donald Trump's slogan. That's his slogan. Let him do it. I'm not a MAGA person. Again, I'm not affiliated with Republicans or Democrats. I'm an independent conservative having independent conservative conversations with people from all spectrums of the political belief system. Different religions, different ethnicities, different political preferences. Everybody's welcome to have a conversation here on the Raider D podcast. For all of my Raiders fans and Raider Nation, don't worry, I will always represent the Raiders. I just think that right now, it's time that we talk about things that are more important and that could very seriously impact all of our lives here in the United States of America. There could be hard times. President Joe Biden just unleashed long-range missiles from the state of Ukraine onto Russian territory. In response, the president of Russia has lowered the threshold of using a nuclear weapon on Ukraine. This is extraordinarily dangerous. To follow that up, Biden then allows the transfer of landmines to Ukraine, something that the international community has almost entirely banned completely. This is an act of aggression by the United States against a nuclear-armed superpower, and we should all be concerned about that. And with that, we'll be talking about more of these types of subjects with the Raider D podcast. I just want to say it has been such an honor and a pleasure building up this podcast with all of you guys because we couldn't do it alone. We're all in this together. This is Raider Nation. And now it's time for us to get to America Nation. So the Raider D podcast will still be the Raider D podcast, but what we talk about on the Raider D podcast will be slightly different. But I'll always throw a shout out to our Las Vegas Raiders. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.